Today I'm going to give you guys my predictions for the top 5 female elites at this year's London Marathon 2020. And we're drinking coffee because I'm a little tired. But let's get into it. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. If this is your first time here, my name is Brendan and I am a non-elite runner who loves running and wants to talk about it all the time, and that's what we do here on the channel, from shoe reviews to London Marathon coverage to everything in between. So if that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button, really do appreciate it. Let's get into the predictions. So if you missed the male predictions, I did that yesterday. I'll leave a link to it up here and in the description. So if you want to watch that, give that a check later after this video. So before we get into the predictions, I just have to talk about something that is really bothering me whenever it comes to the female elite runners. And that is, they don't get the press they deserve. They're putting their body on the line each and every day to train for these marathons and perform at high levels that are equal to the male participants, but they just don't get the press coverage they deserve, and it's super disheartening. Like, I was watching the YouTube press conference this morning with Bridget and Ruth, and the chat was pretty much empty. However, the press conference yesterday with Kipchoge and Bekele, it was flooded. I just wish there was more coverage for these women so they get the attention they deserve. Why don't they do like a break in 210 or something like that with Bridget Koskai? That would be amazing. Like the Nike Alphafly 2 or something like that. This is the next percent, but you get what I mean. Why don't they do something like they did for Kipchoge with Bridget or some other elite female? It would do such great things for the sport and empower young women that they can do that as well. Anyway, that's a side rant. Let's get into the predictions. So like I said in yesterday's video, it's very tough to predict exactly how the race is going to go down because we don't have any 2020 races to base them off. So what I did is I looked at the 2019 performances, and there's someone in here that it's their debut marathon. So what I did was look at her half marathon performances and pinned it up against the other women that I have in my top 5. I want to apologize in advance because I'm going to struggle with pronouncing these names 100%. I'm sorry for that. But coming in at number 5, I have Vivian Shuriott. She came second last year in the London Marathon, second to Bridget Koskai, so I think she has an excellent chance to break the top 5 this year. So coming in at my number 4 slot is Ruth Schepngetich. She has never done a London Marathon, so it's her first time running the streets of London, but it doesn't really matter because this is an entirely different course compared to previous years, so she's coming in fresh on a brand new course just like everyone else. She did do the Berlin Marathon last year and came in at 2 hours and 20 minutes and 14 seconds, which is a fantastic time. It's going to be super exciting to see what she can do in her first time in London. Now, coming in at the number 3 slot is someone who's doing their debut marathon. They have done a very fast half marathon. Actually, I think it was the second fastest half marathon of this list here. So it's quite insane. She might even come second, who knows? And that is Edith Shalimo. This is her debut marathon, and I think she's gonna absolutely crush it. I can't wait to see what she can do. It's gonna be super exciting. Like I said, she may come in second. She may surprise, honest to God, she may come first. Wouldn't that be something? That would be amazing. And coming in at a number 2 slot is someone who was featured as the top 2 elite female in this year's press conference is Ruth Chepngetich. I'm sorry again if I pronounced that wrong. I'm 100% sure I did. But she has never done a London Marathon, but she is the current world champion she's the current world champion. Sorry guys, I got that mixed up in my head there. I almost said world record holder, but the world record holder is our number 1 female in my predictions, and that's Bridget Koskai. Absolutely crushed Paula Radcliffe's previous world record. Bridget Koskai is my number 1 pick for this year's marathon. However, listening into the press conference this morning, she does seem a little concerned that the training she did this year was pretty largely impacted by COVID-19, which is pretty sad, but not unexpected. What she said is that last year in 2019, she was able to train in a group, and that group really pushed each other to get to the next level. However, this year she had to train in isolation for a lot of it. But towards the end of the summer, she was able to get back with the group, but she did miss a large chunk of time pushing her body. So when asked if she would break the world record this year, she said, I don't think so, but we'll see, you never know. She was also asked if she could break the 210 mark, and she said absolutely not this year. But guys, like I said, I hope they do. Nike does some sort of like breaking 210 with Bridget Koskai. That would be absolutely amazing. So there's my list. I'm just gonna name it off for you guys. Coming in, number 1, Bridget Koskai. Number 2, Ruth Schepngetich. Number 3, Edith Shalimo. Number 4, Ruth Bekele. And number 5, Vivian Shuriott. I think it's going to be a fantastic race on Sunday. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Please leave your predictions in the comment section down below. I want to hear it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.